Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is James Burson with another video for P.O.C. Point of Conversation. And today's P.O.C. Point of Conversation is all about spiritual warfare. Now, understanding spiritual warfare is not as complicated as people may think, but then there are different details that are within that make it seem more complicated, or that make it complicated for the matter. Now, the scripture I'm going to be coming to you from today is Ephesians 6:12. And it says, "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against spiritual wickedness, against the rulers of darkness and spiritual wickedness in high places." Now, in other words, what that is saying is that you're not dealing with human beings when you start going through issues per se with other human beings, with other people. What it's saying is you're dealing with their spirit, or the spirit that they're of, or the spirit that's attached to them. So like for today's society, when they say, oh, the vibe was off, oh, that's negative energy, that's bad energy, that's the same thing as spiritual warfare. And so the reason why I'm talking about spiritual warfare is for the simple fact that you need to understand that in terms of business as well. Because when you're dealing with your business, when you're dealing with people, you're dealing with the spirit that they're of, the spirit that is in them, the spirit that is attached to them. One of those is what you're dealing with, and it's in that moment. And so when you're building a business and you have conflict with other people, you're dealing with the spirit. You're not dealing with the person themselves per se. And so what you have to understand is that foundation, that building block, everything that has been talked about before in the previous videos, like faith and works is the last one. You need faith and works because you have to put the work in, because when these spiritual battles start popping up within your business and your relationships, in your workplace, wherever you're at, you're gonna have to have an understanding in how to deal with it. And most of the time, realistically, you deal with it on a regular basis every single day. We just don't call it spiritual warfare, proximity warfare. We come up with a different name for it. We just say, oh, their vibe was off. That energy that they had was just bad energy. That was negative energy. That's how we say it in today's society. But in reality, it's spiritual warfare. And so understanding that is as simple as when you're having that conversation and someone is trying to argue with you about a point that's irrelevant to you or your business or the situation that's going on, and they're yelling high-pitched over the top, and you start making points to them and start presenting things from a different perspective, and you see them calm down, they're like, all right, yeah, you're right. You know what? I was tripping. I didn't think about it like that. Now all of a sudden, they don't have that same tone that they just had 30 seconds ago in that moment. Why? Because you've delivered them from that spirit that they were of, that was in them, or that was on them, that was attached to them. So when you had that situation where somebody, oh, you know, man, I'm not dealing with that. I paid this for this, and this is what the deal said, and I don't want this product now because this is what it said and this is what I was given. And now you go through the policies and you show them that the deal was only for X, Y, and Z amount of time. And at the time that they purchased it, this deal is no longer available because you are past the time frame in which this deal was allotted. Like, oh, I'm sorry, you know, that's my bad. Forgive me. I didn't see that. Now they've been delivered to that spirit. So now you're having a conversation rather than dealing with a spiritual exorcism. So you have to be mindful of that, because that's going to happen within your business, within your relationships, within your friendships, even within situationships. It's going to happen. You have to understand that is spiritual warfare, and they need to be delivered in that moment. That person is not of their right state of mind. That person, they are not in the right spirit. So that energy, that vibe, that's not there, that's because they're in the wrong spirit, or they're of the wrong spirit, or the wrong spirit is attached to them. So everybody comes with spirits. Everybody, they have them. They're attached to them. They're in them. They're on them. They're with them. So you have to remember that happens with every person you meet. And them being of another spirit is just a thing. So that's the key thing in understanding how to cast that spirit out. Is you have to understand that a spirit is neutral until it's revealed what that spirit is after. A spirit is neutral until it is revealed what that spirit is after and what they're trying to do. That is the key in all of it. Understand that spirit is neutral until it is revealed what it is after and what it is trying to do. So all of that is important when having a business, because you're going to deal with people constantly, and people bring different spirits all the time. So spiritual warfare, proximity warfare, that is constantly going on. That's all for today. Hope you guys liked the video. Like, share, comment, subscribe, follow. Check the other videos out if you guys haven't. That's all for today's P.O.C. Point of Conversation. This is James Burson, over and out. Shalom, everybody.